was drastically low. Badly timed throw. How good is this at the bull?
Game shot on a second
Perfect
leg,
on the bull. And Hertz gets the break and he leads 2-0. And he's going to have to take it with Carter sat on a double.
Double top. Oh, that's a brilliant shot.
Well, a number of opportunities, more than just the three that he's going to get here. He's got all the time he wants to seal the match on double 8. And Chris Hertz is off the mark with a win. He gets the better of Josh Carter by 4 legs to 1 to kickstart Friday afternoon's action. 40% on the doubles. It was an efficient enough display for the Welshman. The tail of the tape, well, one in which Chris Hertz gets over the line in with the higher average, the better doubles percentage.
No problems on that double for Baker. Unlike Cam Crabtree last night, who had borderline court proceedings on double 8 because it cost him so much.
Ryan, you require 20.
That could have been Scott Baker's 3rd double 8 of this match. 2 5s.
Game shot on a 5th leg.
You know how crucial that is. All you got to do is listen to the players. They know what's on the line.
Double 16 for the match, for the win. And it will move the man from Salisbury on to 8 points in the table. And it means it's now advantage Chris Hertz. And look at what that win meant to Ryan Finesse. He knew he had to get out the gate quickly, and he has done exactly that. Despite missing 10 darts at a double, he runs at a 4-2 winner.
96.
So Rusty Jake's going to come back for 52 to take a 100 lead. Tops is what he wants. Tops is what he gets. Now just having a look at Rusty Jake's setup.
That's a bad visit.
92.
And what does he do from 72 left? Looks good. It's better than good. First leg of the day for Dennis.
His way through, but he's left himself on a ton to see a full one success and a good performance. But here comes Dennis in reply.
108.
Replying in maximum style and forces this ton to go.
100.
First max of the day for Dennis. But the ton might go, and the ton does go. That's how you finish a match off. Unfortunately, he wishes he'd done it a little bit sooner in the group because miraculously, that is Rusty Jake Rodriguez's first win in this group. He's going to have to run through the card today and hope that something ridiculous happens here on Friday.
You know, something he alluded to in his pre-match interview. He actually said for the first time he didn't see the cameras there, but this could be a show real moment for the cameras as he pins a double 12 for the 138 out. It's a 12 darter and level we are 1 apiece, and a real acknowledgement there for Ryan Finesse.
But this is a lot harder, but it's still on. Wow!
Game shot on a 3rd leg, Ryan Finesse.
Now that magnifies the miss from Hertz, doesn't it?
But that's 14. Now 4 missed darts for the match.
Ryan, you require 98.
The one thing going through my mind, if I were Ryan Finesse right now, is make him taste what I tasted yesterday.
Double 19. For an act of vengeance and finesse.
79.
And now he's missed 2 match darts.
Chris, you require
he's missed darts to win both the battles against the Welshman. It's double 10. And now Chris Hertz has missed 7 match darts against Ryan Finesse. Maybe 19. The tables have turned, and the table could turn as a result if Finesse can pin this 19.
Oh, no. It's double 1. And it's there as well. He does get a dose of what happened yesterday. So strange, but that gives us a really interesting table now as Ryan Finesse goes top. He has an average of 10 points less.
Dennis, you require 4.
Who wants it, lads? Well, Josh is off for a little bit of a walk.
Nothing wrong with that. No rule against it. Have a crack, Dennis.
No score. Joshua required 2.
I think we're starting to see 2 tired dart players vying for this first leg.
Game shot on the first
leg. And the leg is over.
Carter.
Make that decision about taking the day off.
Well, it's the
Game
only
shot
way
on
to
the
go
fifth
for
leg,
21
Dennis
by
van der
going for
Ende.
treble 5 and then hit the double 3. You should see the face that Paul Nicholson is pouring next to me.
Sixth
Because
leg,
his
it's
arms
Dennis to
across,
throw
as
first.
confused as the rest of
Game
us. Well, I know what one of the boxing podcasts would say for their favourite Dutch player. Dennis van der Ende wants tots or
Game shot on the fourth
102.
leg, Dennis
There
van
we
der
go.
Ende.
Level we are at 2-2. For a 4-2 win. It is a win
Shot
for Van der
and the match,
Ende.
Dennis
And he
van der
signals
Ende.
the end of this match. He gets the better of Josh Carter by 4 legs to 2. But this is such a dangerous game for Scott.
It is now. On paper, it didn't look that way this morning.
182. 96.
You've got to read the situation as it is right now.
108.
Chuff and Nora. I
2.
didn't think we were going to see this today.
57.
All right,
you
Scott,
require
let's see what you got.
141.
Well, if there were fans in here, they'd be booing right now. But make no mistake, he's not booing himself.
110.
He's saying, come on, Scott, let's double the lead.
Well, Scott's one of those people that wouldn't say boo to a goose.
You shouldn't say that to a goose
100.
anywhere.
Scott, you require 31.
Geese are lovely animals. Ooh, double 14. Double 3.
25.
Why are these players
Rusty Jake, you
constantly
require
leaving double 3?
108.
Is it National Little Richard Day?
Tots of Rodriguez from the bottom of the ball to the top.
88. Scott, you
But
require
that dragged
6.
low. And so Baker is back down. And he's going to split for double 2.
2.
That is awkward.
Rusty Jake, you
And
require
Rodriguez
20.
is back for double 10.
Double 5. Does Baker let it slip?
15.
He might not, you know.
Scott, you require 4.
A matter of a minute ago, he was on a 9-darter. Now he's on double 1.
No score. Rusty Jake, you require 5.
Everybody at this level has had a leg like this, where they could have made a little bit of history for themselves. And as little as 90 to 120 seconds later, they lose the leg.
1.
But Scott might still get away
Scott,
with
you
it.
require
It's still
4.
for a break of throw. It's still very big.
But it's back to the madhouse.
No score.
Wow.
Rusty Jake, you require 4.
That was pitched and pulled very low indeed. And so Rusty Jake is back down at double 2. Who wants this leg, lads?
Game shot on
Rusty
the
Jake
second
gets
leg.
there with
Rusty
probably
Jake
the hardest
Rodriguez.
dart at double that has been thrown in this leg. Well, inadvertently, Scott's shown Rusty Jake the way to this finish. But he's having to move across. Oh!
No score.
And that bounce
you
out
require
went in and out of
32.
the double 16. I suppose it was going to be a case
Game
of
shot
happening
on
at
the
some
fifth
point this
leg,
week.
Scott
And
Baker.
Baker capitalises 3-2.
Was right there and he found it.
Double 16. To condemn Baker to defeat. To make it an uphill task from there on in.
32.
But Rusty Jake Rodriguez has
Scott, you
spurned a couple of
require
match darts.
16.
Baker returns for 2 8s. 1 left.
No
and it's
score.
not found.
Rusty Jake, you require 16.
Sometimes you lose a match and you think, it's okay because I didn't get a chance. But Scott has had his chance.
But he's going to get more
8.
chances.
Scott,
Rusty
you
Jake
require
cannot
16.
finish this game off.
No
Nor
score.
can Baker.
Rusty
And he's
Jake,
done
you
a
require
second Hogan
8.
in this match.
That's about as angry as I've ever seen Scott Baker. He is furious.
He'll be dejected if this double 2 is found.
4.
That was never in. But now it's a
Scott, you
question of,
require
is it
16.
third visit lucky? Not that there's any luck in this sport. This is about skill.
Game shot.
He claws
Undermatch.
his way over
Scott
the line
Baker.
in the end. He pins the double 8s eventually. And Scott Baker Well, he is top of the table. He has beaten Rusty Jake Rodriguez by 4 legs to 3. Rusty Jake having another couple of darts at double to see whether they would have converted. But Baker, a 4-3 winner. Coming up next, Van der Ende and Ryan Finesse.
If you block it, go for a different route.
Game shot on the 4 flag.
Lovely
Ryan
shot
Finesse.
from Ryan.
59.
And so Ryan Finesse
Ryan,
comes
you
back
require
wanting 56 for a 4-1 win, which would put him top of the pile. We'll move him on to a dozen points. And we'll move him one step closer towards the finishing line. The man from Salisbury is a couple of points away from that place into tomorrow evening's final. He has beaten Dennis Van der Ende by 4 legs to 1.
But there's nothing jelly-like about this. That is not shaky at all from Baker.
You can't find an act of
56.
escapology here. And
Scott,
so
you
Baker,
require 68.
this is first real tangible chance of winning the match. He's going to get his first match start. And he only needs the one to seal the 4-1 win against Chris Hurd. And it means that Baker and Finesse are in charge of proceedings now. The pair move on to 12 points in the group. And Chris Hurd finds himself on 10.
140.
87 for 2-0. And this is for his first break of throw in this match. Look at this. Wow, where's this been?
Leg, Rusty Jake Rodriguez.
On 10 for Carter to square this game up at 2-2. This would be ironic after the last leg, wouldn't it? Superb fight! And Carter is back level at 2-2.
Rusty Jake, you require 32.
It's double 16 for a 4-2 win for Rusty Jake Rodriguez. He beats Josh Carter, and it means that he will move on to 4 points and he'll move off the bottom of the table. Coming up after the break, Chris Hurd against Dennis Van der Ende.
18.
Doesn't go.
Dennis, you require 106.
I cannot remember a week where double 3 has had such an important factor. Double 18.
Game shot on a second leg.
And it just so happens that missing double 3 gave Dennis that chance, and he is 2-0 up.
39.
Earlier in the day, he beat Josh Carter 4-2. Oh, do it effectively and get it quick.
Chris Hurd.
Because that second dart was hanging on by a finer thread than one of his hairs. That pattern can't be ignored. If he walks away from those 2 games with no points, he knows why.
Nervy dart. Double 12 is found. And Dennis Van der Ende could well have just ended Chris Hurd's hopes of making it through to tomorrow night's final. He beats him in the last leg to side a 4-3. And so Ryan Finesse now can seal his place through if he beats Rusty Jake Rodriguez on the other side of this short break.
Rusty Jake, you require.
This is a shot I like to call the cricket stumps. Got to bowl them over. Double 16.
Game shot
and
on
it's
the
there.
first leg. Rusty Jake Rodriguez.
Ryan Finesse, bowled Rusty Jake Rodriguez.
Tops of the match. Tops of the win for Rusty Jake Rodriguez. He beats Ryan Finesse by 4 legs to 1. It's a good win for Rusty Jake. As for Ryan Finesse, well, it just keeps him waiting for that chance to go through. Double 16, and that's the leg that sends Scott Baker into tomorrow night's final. He only needed 3 legs from this game. He's not going to do it for Baker's dozen. But he is going to win it on double 6. And Baker gets a better at Carter by 4 legs to 2. And he will be in tomorrow night's final here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. The mod is there. He needed 3 legs. He's got the win.
Chris, you require 4.
It's being handed to you on a platter, Chris.
Game shot.
Double 4.
Chris Hurd.
Sorry, 4-point season, seal leg 4. The double 2 goes for Chris Hurd. 4-0 success against Rusty Jake Rodriguez. It means he is still there. It means Finesse has to beat Carter in the last. Could be in the blender if Baker can find tops. In it goes, 3-0 Baker. He gets the double break. Well, it doesn't sound like not even chilly.
Yeah, if you opened a restaurant, it'd be an old toast restaurant. Oh, yeah. Love it. Gotta love that. What a display from the person who's going to win this group.
Well, it doesn't sound like, not even chili.
Yeah, if you opened a restaurant, it'd be an all toast restaurant. Oh, yeah. Love it. Gotta love that. What a display from the person who is going to win this group. What a brilliant finish from the Mod. 136. 7.5 minutes to get that 4-0 win. And that is a really good shot in the arm for Scott Baker with one of his best performances. A lot of misses. But that's not a miss.
On a third leg, Josh Carter.
That's as efficient as we've seen him all week. This is route 1. The margins are fine. And that is huge.
Flag, Ryan Finesse.
He misses that. He could easily be 3-1 down. For the break.
Game shot on a fifth flag.
Finesse takes the lead for the first time in the match.
Another. Double 10. The margins are so fine. He has had 40. A qualification dart off the back of the 140.
That wire moved. Double 10. He's only gone and hit it. The very last leg of Group C will define who qualifies.
Both players on a ton plus out for the match. Carter with the first poke of the 107. He's going to get a match dart. A double 18 and he pins it. And he sends Chris Hurd into the final at the expense of Ryan Finesse, who had missed a dart in the previous leg at double 10 on the back of the 140 checkout. And it is Josh Carter who will deny Finesse his place in the final.